Are you the only one of your friends who sews? So when any of them ever call and say, hey, my mom, aunt, next door neighbor is cleaning out their sewing room and have a box of fabric, notions, patterns, or maybe even a sewing machine, you always raise your hand and say, yes, I'll take it, sight unseen. Yeah, that's me too. Today, I've got something really special in store for you. I've got a bunch of boxes of patterns that I've never opened, and we're going to take a look inside and see what I got. So keep watching. Hi, I'm Tony, and this is So Lounge. Now, when my friend Paul emailed me and told me that his mom was downsizing her house and she was packing up her entire sewing room, did I want some boxes of stuff? I said, yes, I would love some boxes of sewing stuff. I don't even care what it is. Just bring it on down. And it took a few months because she lives in Dallas, he lives in Austin, and I live in Houston. But one day he called me up and said, hey, I'm on my way to Houston. My car's loaded up. Can I come by this afternoon? And of course, the answer was yes. So much to my surprise, it wasn't just a few boxes. It was probably 20 boxes of fabric and notions and all kinds of things. But the prize among the boxes were these vintage pattern boxes that were just stuck in there. And I figured it would be really fun to open one of them up, have a look inside, and see what it's all about. So I know some of you are really excited because of the Cloth World logo on the side of this box. And that basically dates back to the 90s, I believe. I'm trying to remember if there was Cloth World in 2000, and I don't think so. For those of you who are too young to remember, Cloth World was the precursor of Joann's. And I don't know when they decided to change it exactly. I just know it was like one day there was Cloth World, then they were all closed, and suddenly Joann's was there instead. And the thing about Cloth World is it really was just fabric. There was no crafty stuff. It was just straight fabric. It was amazing. My grandma used to take me there when I was little. And so when I got some of these boxes that say Cloth World on them, like I was super excited. I have very fond memories of Cloth World. Let's take a look inside. So first off, not quite as many patterns in here as I thought there were going to be. It's kind of heavy. So I thought it was going to be full. It is not. So to get started, what do we have? We have a Vogue blouse pattern. It kind of has like that inset line. And then it looks like there's some tucks, or let's see, loose fitting pullover blouse, 2 lengths with shoulder pads, of course, and front tucks, back pleats, and elbow sleeves with slits or long sleeves with pleats and button cups. Wow, this is a very in-depth blouse. So not really my style. It is a 14, 16, 18 pattern, and this one is copyright 1999, so turn of the millennia here. Next up is a very easy Vogue designed by Coco Beale. I don't know who Coco Beale is. I will have to go check. This looks really great because this is a wrap dress. It has the no collar version, the collar version, or like elbow length sleeves, long sleeves. If my sister sees that I have this, she's going to want a wrap dress, which I already have in the queue for her, but she's going to want a different one. So this is super cute. Good sizing, 12, 14, 16. So also my sizes. This is a knit fabric pattern. So that one will probably get used at some point. Next up is another Coco Beale pattern from Vogue, very easy Vogue. Looks like this is a jacket, skirt, and pants. The skirt and the pants both have elastic waistbands. It's kind of an oversized jacket, and the model on the front looks a little bit like Claudia Schiffer. What is the date on this one? It is 2003. This is a possibility. I do like an oversized jacket. I did make one with my comic book jacket of my modern sewing fabric in September. So this could definitely happen again. Looks like it's a nice little length of a skirt. So we shall see. This could happen. Ooh, this one is very dynasty. Initially, I kind of thought it was 70s, but you know, looking at it, I think it's kind of 80s. It looks very Joan Collins dynasty. Let's see, is there a copyright? I do not see a copyright on it. This is a very loose fitting pullover dress, 6 inches below the mid knee or evening length. V-neck line, elasticized waistline, pockets and side seams, narrow hem, and 7/8 length dolman sleeves, which are then gathered into cuffs. So very, very dynasty. I'm kind of digging this. I think with the right fabric, this could be really amazing. Let's see what they suggest. Soft fabrics such as cotton knits, crepe de chine, single knits, pongi, I'm not sure what pongi is, sweater knits, and rabbit hair jersey. Apparently, cotton jersey, not appropriate. Rabbit hair jersey is a must when you want to make your dynasty fierce cat fight dress. Next up is a shirt with a very large collar. And this is a very easy Vogue. And this is from 1994. Kind of looks a little 80s to me, but maybe that's maybe that's early 90s. Maybe that's early 90s. Probably not going to make this one. Don't like that collar. Didn't like the collar when it came by in the 90s. Oh, here's a fun little retro Joanne and Dritz how to attach shoulder pads to your garment. And all the different types of shoulder pads and how to attach them. I don't think I'm going to be needing this, but I'm going to hang on to it because it's kind of cool. And you never know when you need a shoulder pad. I have very square shoulders, so I usually don't add them to garments. But we do have some vintage stuff going on here. So, sometimes you need a shoulder pad. And it looks like this pattern might require some shoulder pads. That's some really protruding shoulders there. What is the date on this one? Let's see. Copyright 1990. So just coming out of the 80s, still holding on to those shoulder pads. This is kind of cute. I think these are knits. This is for knits, I believe. I have to turn it's like printed completely upside down. Silk like linen, wash silk like fabric, tissue file, double knit, and wool crepe. So knitty or soft fluid fabrics. And yeah, that's definitely still got a hardcore 80s vibe going with that. Ooh, what is this? This is a stretch and sew easy blouse and pullover for the bargain price of $350. One pattern, many looks. I mean, the 80s are back, my friends, and some of these patterns may need to be made. They're just very, I don't know, they're so 80s. I kind of love them a little bit. They're very basic, classic patterns too. That's the other thing. It's for knit fabric, light to medium weight woven or knit fabric with a 25% stretch or less. On the back, you can see it's just basic, shirt with pockets and buttons, just shirts. I don't think any of these have, let's see, sleeves cut in one with garment. So that's easy if you don't want to make sleeves. This might happen. This could definitely happen. Let me know if you'd like to see this top made. I think it'd be kind of fun to make something that looked totally 80s. Next up, we have another Easy Stitch and Save by McCall's. This is a 10 through 16 pattern. If you can't quite see, it has an empire waist that is gathered with a skirt, and then it's that tie in the back kind of look. So this definitely has to be from the 90s. 1996. That was a very popular dress style. I did not wear this style dress back then. Empire waists just don't look good on me, so I will not be making this one, but it's kind of fun to look at and see. Now, this is a dress that's more my style. I do like a nice dress with a slit. This has some patch pockets. It looks like it'd be really comfortable for summer. Nice lightweight cotton. That would be gorgeous. I might change the neckline though. So this is something that could be made. Has some bust darts, which I love a good bust dart. And these pants look cute too. They have an elastic waist. Cotton and cotton blends, silk linen, suede silks and rayons, linen and linen blends, not suitable for obvious diagonals. So this is a multi-size. So this goes from small all the way to XXL. And that is very, very cute. All right, so this is something I will never make. This is a log cabin pullover. So you can create an antique look patchwork with flannel machine quiltings and your washing machine. so you can cut the blocks out fast with assembly line piecing or templates. I don't like clothing that looks like quilts, so I'm gonna put that over there. This is Christine Johnson Patterns taper pant, wide leg pant, multi-sized, designed especially for cotton and lycra. So this looks like an indie pattern. I didn't know. Let's see what year this is. Her email is at AOL, so we'll put that someplace in the 90s. Oh, this is 1998, so right when AOL was reaching its heyday. I guess it's an indie pattern. I didn't know if you've heard of these. Let me know. On the back it says, "Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sharing your creative talents, love and support." Aw, that's sweet. I wonder if Christine Johnson still makes patterns. We'll have to look into that. So it says that these are cut true to the measurements on the back and to use the size that is closest to your measurements. So that might happen. If the waist wasn't quite so high, I think I'd be happier with them. And I don't love an elastic waist pant. So if I can convert that into a facing, we might see. This might be a project. All right, so this is pretty basic. It's another Stitch and Save by McCall's. His and Hers PJs. I feel like I've seen this in the catalogs recently. So nothing super special. This is from what year? It doesn't matter because it's still available, but it was only $2.99. So it has, 2007. 2007. So we can make these, maybe. We'll see. Here's another Easy Vogue option. This is a 1214. It is a fitted, slightly flared dress. Above mid-knee variations or lower calf, has front and back tucks and back zipper. I'm gonna say no. This is not my style. So, and it looks like there's a lot of tucks down the front, which I don't know. Tucks always remind me of like the clothes my grandma made me when I was a little girl. Like my first communion dress has like a lot of tucks in it, and then it's like a full little skirt. So this won't be happening. What is in here next? Great copy patterns, cardigan with sewing appliques. This is very interesting. I don't know why you would make this, but apparently Paul's mom liked it. So, okay. That's all I've got to say about that one. What is this? Oh, so apparently it's just another great copy patterns, copies patterns that are from, I don't know, TV. I mean, this kind of looks like this could be a fancy sweater that some comedian would have worn back in the 90s. This is a Units top look-alike. So I'm super excited about this because I loved Units back in the day. Not that my mom would buy them for me because they were too expensive. If you remember Units or multiples and got to wear either of them, let me know in the comments below, because talk about retro 80s throwback is Units. I mean, that was like so modern back in the day. Okay, so it's the official Units top. And if you remember Units, they didn't have armpits. They had like little triangles under here for some reason. I don't know why. If you know why, let me know. I did research. I did go and look up Units to see what happened. And I know there was some kind of a lawsuit between Units and multiples, but I don't think they exist anymore. And it's really a shame because, well, it was so 80s. I don't know if that would even work nowadays, but it kind of predated the whole athleisure thing. So this could happen. This could happen. I have to see if there's enough actual instructions to make this, but that looks like fun. Let's see what this is. This is Dana Marie Design Company, formerly Perfection Artistic Wearables. I'm assuming that's cat themed, and it does have like double R's, so that's why I purred. These are terrific trousers. It's the first pattern of its kind to address two main figure types. Whether you're bigger on top or the bottom, these are the pants for you. And then when you flip it over, it's for the apple-shaped frame and the pear-shaped frame. And then it has all the sizing with measurements, so you can figure that all out. Medium to heavyweight fabrics, cotton, silk, linen, denim, twill, leather, suede, etc. Oh, interesting. I might make these. They actually have one that's kind of a flare leg pant. It does have a waistband, but I could probably turn that into a facing and drop that fly front zipper. Maybe. I don't know. This is a possibility. Maybe. Moving on, we have some more new look summer dresses. Easy, sizes small through XL. So that's pretty flexible. Those look like some pretty easy. This is also a newer pattern because there is email on here. What is the date? I can't find the copyright on this one, but it's definitely newer. It has the website and simplicity.com stuff. So that's a cute summer dress. And maybe this is a 2000s pattern. Ooh, now this is an 80s throwback pattern. You know, if you were in the casting call for Miami Vice, you could wear an outfit like this. Let's see, what's the date on this one? 1987. Nice. Yeah, she is ready for her date with Don Johnson. It is a full outfit. There is the skirt, the tank or the shell underneath, and this fabulously floral oversized jacket with rolled up sleeves and matching pink earrings and belt, and you're good to go. I mean, this is really kind of fantastic. I do kind of love this. I don't think that I would wear it. I do like the jacket, and that jacket is totally making a comeback. If y'all remember back to September, I made my Modern Sewing Woes jacket. It's very similar to this one, but I used a new Simplicity pattern. So that's kind of fun. We might say that could happen. This could happen. I do like the jacket. We have another Easy Stitch and Save from McCall's, $2.39. I mean, can you imagine like patterns for $2.39? It's such a bargain. What's the year on this one? 1991. This is described as a pullover top, has a jewel neck, back neck slit and buttons, pull on split skirt, has an elastic at the waist and pockets. So it's actually like palazzo pants is what it looks like to me, but they're calling it a split skirt. Getting down to the last two patterns in the box, we have a quick sew. I'm not sure if this is 80s or 70s. I think it might be 80s. It kind of looks like the polo shirts that came out maybe late 70s. Not sure. So this is sleepwear. It looks, you know, it's a very elaborate sleepwear. I mean, why you would make a placket for something you're going to sleep in? That just seems like a lot of effort. But these are cute. I don't know if I'd make it as sleepwear. I might make it as just like a dress because I want to say they had dresses like this in the 80s as well. The cool thing about this pattern is that it's not open. So it was mailed to Mrs. Murray just like this, and apparently she didn't open it. So getting to the very last pattern is this super retro McCall's pinafore. Pinafore. So it actually straight up is a pinafore. It has the crisscross ruffled ties in the back. This is from 1975, and that means this pattern is as old as I am. Anyway, the cool thing about everything that's in this box, which is kind of hard to believe, is that none of these patterns have been used. These are all vintage, uncut patterns with the instructions inside. And that's very exciting to have all of these patterns and still have all the sizing. Like, I mean, that's just like awesome. Like, you never get this many vintage patterns that aren't cut. I mean, like, I have a ton of vintage patterns, but they've all been used and these haven't, and that's kind of fun. So if you've enjoyed this video, let me know. If you want to see more videos like this, I still have more vintage pattern boxes in the garage. I think there's like 6 more, 7 more. They're all over the place, so I have to go dig them out. These are all from Paul's mom. So Mrs. Murray had quite the collection of patterns. I do not know if the other ones are cut or not, so we shall see. But if you've enjoyed this video, you totally want to check out this one.